In this video, we will be talking about route leaking between two subnet. Those are part of the different VRF. So in this diagram, you can see we have a server 1 which is connected to leaf 101 and server 2 which is connected to leaf 103. Server 1 having the subnet 10.1.1.0/24 and server 2 having a 20.1.1.0/24. Server 1 we are having in the VRF1 and connected with the PD1 EPG1 and VLAN 100. Server 2 is in the VRF2 using the BD2 EPG2 and VLAN 101. So this EPG1 will be the consumer, so server 1 will be the consumer and server 2 will be the provider. Okay, so let me go to the CLI, just 1 second. So in the leaf 101, we can see we have a 10.1.1./24 which is part of VRF1, and in leaf 103 we have a 20 subnet which is in the VRF2. Okay, if I check the route, show IP route VRF AC1 VRF2, we have only 20 subnet, and here show IP route VRF AC1 VRF1, we have only 10 subnet. Now what we need to do here is this 10 subnet will leak into the VRF2 and 20 subnet will leak into the VRF1. So we'll go to the GUI. Okay, so how do we leak the route? So to leak the route, the basic requirement is to share the subnet between two bridge domain and use the contract. Okay, so we already have a contract configured here. I have contract used as a route leak. What you need to make sure is the scope of the contract. If you are leaking the route between two VRF which is part of the same tenant, you need to use scope as a tenant, which is in my scenario. But if you are leaking route between two different tenant, then you'll have to use scope as a global. Okay, and here as a filter I used the default filter because what I'm gonna do is just leak the route and allow all the traffic. If you have a requirement to allow some specific traffic, you can create a filter accordingly. Okay. So now the my PD1 is a consumer and the PD2 is a provider. Okay, so what we'll have to do is the consumer PD subnet we need to share from the PD subnet. So I'll just click on the shared between VRF, and the provider PD subnet has to be leaked via the EPG. So EPG2 which is the provider one. So I'll just click on the subnet, create EPG subnet. I'll configure the same subnet which configure into the PD, and click on the shared between VRF. Okay, now I'll go to the CLI. If I check, okay, I still don't have the 20 route, and here I have only the 20 route, don't have the route of the VRF1 subnet. So what is missing here is a contract. So we'll go to the EPG1, we'll go to the contract, and I'll consume the route leaking contract which we configured. And in the EPG2, I'll configure as a provided contract. Now if we check the VRF2, yeah, now you can see we have both subnet 10.1 subnet and 20.1 subnet. Okay, and the same If I'll go to the leaf for the one, check for the VRF1, we have both 10 subnet and the 20 subnet. Thank you for watching this video.